What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Leo sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, then you are a Leo sun sign and this video is for you. In this reading, we're going to be doing a month ahead spread for Leo sun signs, which is going to take a look at the past, present, future energies that Leos can expect to see. Also, what to hold on to, what to let go of, obstacles that are going to be in your way for the month of May. That rhymes. I do it all the time. And this is going to be a general overall reading, so everything in this video is not going to apply to everyone. But if you want a more specialized reading tailored just for you, where I tap into your specific energies, and head on over to my Etsy shop. Link is in the description, and you can peruse those tarot readings and get one for yourself. All right, I'm going to be using the Llewellyn Classic Tarot today. It's a comic-y, cartoony deck, but it still packs a punch. It gets down and dirty, so this spread will not hold back any punches today. So give me a moment to collect myself, center myself, and ask the tarot cards a question. What can Leo sun signs expect for the month of May? Almost done here. Alright, I'm ready to go. Let's cut the deck. This is going to be an 8-card spread. And we'll see what we got going on here. Alright, let me get an overview here. I see a lot of swords. Here. I see one major arcana. Alright, let's get into it. Very good. This first card here represents the energies of last month, of April. And we have the King of Cups. I'm getting the feeling, Leos, that last month was a good month for you. You were pretty creative. I'm getting the word creativity coming out of this card. I think you guys were in touch with your emotions more so than usual, and you were in control of your emotions. So I get the feeling that April was a very stable time emotionally for a lot of you. Not to say that you didn't have emotional ups and downs, but you didn't go crazy with them. You were in control of them. We're always going to have emotional roller coasters throughout our life, but this card is saying to me that you didn't handle them immaturely. You handled your emotions like an adult, like a very wise and mature adult, and you channeled them into some creative outlets, which is a very good thing. That's what your emotions are for. They're to help you be creative. So I think a lot of you got the grasp of that last month, and April seemed like a month for creativity for a lot of you, which is beautiful. I don't have to tell you that. This card here represents the present energies, the energies of now and the end of April, and we've got the Six of Pentacles. I'm getting the feeling that some of you are the guy in red and some of you are the people in robes. So you got to figure out which one that you belong to. But I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you had to lean on others for maybe financial help in this month, while others of you, Leos, were the ones giving out the financial help. But I'm getting the feeling of exchange here, and specifically of finances. And so, yeah, which one are you? I don't know. Maybe you were neither, but for the most part, I'm getting the feeling that money exchanged hands and is exchanging hands now. Why am I saying this in past tense? This is the present. This is the present. So maybe some of you are needing financial help right now, and if that's the case, then it's okay to ask for help from other people, because the people who are in the position to help are, for the most part, willing. And if you are the person who is the one giving the financial help, then God bless you, and just know that it will return to you. Maybe not now, maybe not in the next 6 months, but eventually you will get the positive karma that you deserve from that. So yes, I get the feeling of a giving and receiving going on at this time. This card here represents next month's energies. The months of May, we've got the Ten of Swords. Ooh. This is not a happy card, but it can be. I'm getting the feeling here that some negative thoughts are starting to seep in. We go from that transition of being really in control of your emotions to needing help or needing to give help. And now we're moving into a period of, in the month of May, moving into a period of kind of self-doubts, fear, worries, the I can't thoughts. That imagine each of those swords is a thought. It starts with I can't do this, I can't be that, and those things, they just chip away at us and chip it away at us until we're just left deflated and just stabbed in the back or the front, as this case may be. So don't let those ego thoughts run rampant. You guys got to control those, because they will kill you. Maybe not in the literal sense, but in the metaphorical sense. They will just kill you. They'll sap your spirit. They'll take your energy, and they'll just create belief systems around yourself, about yourself, that aren't true. So get rid of those I can'ts, get rid of those I don't knows, and focus more on positive thoughts in the month of May. I think that's a good little piece of advice for you, for the Leos out there. Please think positively in the month of May. Try to as much as you possibly can. All right, this card here represents what to hold on to in the month of May. We've got the Three of Cups. And this card is saying spend time with friends, a lot of time with friends, and not just friends, but loved ones, family members, significant others. Spend a lot of time with them, because they're going to be there to emotionally support you, and they're going to bring out those positive emotions in you. Leos, you guys have that go-go attitude, and so I get the feeling that a lot of your friends are able to keep up with you, or else they wouldn't be your friends. So they're going to give you some good energy this month, and they're going to be there for you, and they're going to help you to celebrate and keep your vibrations strong and high, and keep you in happy spirits. They're gonna counter. Look at these two cards. It's like they're the antidotes to this negative thinking. So if you find yourself thinking negative thoughts and just being in a negative space, go hang out with friends, have a few drinks if that's what you do, and just allow your friends to help you bring you up. This card here represents the biggest hurdle that you're likely to see in the month of May. We've got the Ace of Swords. Oh. I'm getting the feeling that your biggest hurdle is going to be some new thoughts coming in. And it could be as a result of this. I'm not 100% sure. But I get the feeling that new thoughts are going to be coming into you guys in the month of May. And they might not all be positive. They might not all be beneficial. They might be some negative thoughts. And I hate to say that, we can't allow outside, whatever happens in your life, we can't allow it to affect you. Happiness comes from within. I know it's cliche, but if you get to a place where you're so happy with yourself internally that the external world doesn't affect your happiness, then you'll be free of this sort of thing. But until you get to that point, there's going to be new thoughts coming in from time to time, and new ideas. And if they're not positive and you let them take hold and take roots, then you're going to be looking like this guy, okay? So don't allow that to happen. Make sure that if you have a new thought or new ideas coming in this month, in the month of May, that they're positive ones, and if they're not positive ones, you go hang out with your friends, okay? That's the gist of this going on here. This card here represents what to let go of in the month of May. We've got the Five of Swords, and this card is about ego battles. We got so many swords going on here. Swords all over. So yes, this card is about ego battles, saying, I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you, I'm right and you're wrong, that sort of thing. There are no winners. There's no winners. So accept people for who they are. Maybe you think you're right, and maybe the society thinks you're right, but that doesn't make you right. In fact, if you're going to discount the viewpoint of another person, then no matter what your view is, then you are wrong, because we're all unique. We all have our valid viewpoints from whatever place we're coming from. Realize that everyone's coming from a different place than you are, so their reality is different for them, and don't be so judgmental. Don't be so willing to attack them for it. Allow them to have their viewpoint. If it's not as refined as yours, then maybe do something to help them see things from your perspective without asserting dominance over them. That's going to be what you need to let go of this month, guys. So control those ego thoughts, because they could run rampant. All right, this card here represents the people around you for the month of May. We've got the Fool. Looks like the people around you are going to be willing to to start new ventures, go on new adventures, go on new places, and the people around you are going to be looking for some new energy. They're going to want to start new things, whether it's a new hobby, or they want to hang out in new places, or they want to meet new people. I get the feeling that the people around you are going to bring in some new energy for you. Whether this is good or bad is completely up to you and how you want to perceive it and how you want to handle it. But for the most part, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you are going to have friends who are ready to experiment and try new things. And I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great thing to experience new things and try things that you've never tried before, because you might just stumble onto something that you love and you want to do for the rest of your life. But if you're not going to experience new things, then you will never find that thing that just enraptures you and takes you away. So yes, your friends are likely to bring you to new places, and family, and this is just the general people around you. So yeah, hang out with them. That's what this card is saying. All right, this card here represents the biggest lesson that you're going to see in the month of May. We've got the Six of Wands. Wand energy for a Leo. It makes sense. I think Leos, you guys are already the center of attention. And I'm getting the feeling that that's going to continue in the month of May. I don't know, I'm getting two things from this card. For some of you, you're going to need to step away from the center of attention and allow other people to exist and to take center stage once in a while. So for half of you, maybe, I don't know the percentage, but half of you that might be true. But I think the other half of you, this card is also telling me that those of you who are not the center of attention at this time, it's time for you to step up. And it's time for you to come into your leadership roles and leadership abilities. So you figure out how that applies to you and what that means to you. So basically what I'm getting is, for those of you who are not in leadership positions, it's time to start thinking about becoming a leader in whatever way, even if it's in some small way. Even if it's like, I don't want to give an example, but you know what I mean. Whatever way a leadership position pops up, embrace it. But if you are a leader and if you're the center of attention, then maybe it's time to think about not soaking up so much of the attention, not being just a attention vacuum, okay? And letting other people shine and have their opportunity to voice their opinions and to be who they are without you having to overshadow them because you want to be the center of attention. Does that make sense? I hope so. I don't mean to generalize Leos, but that's kind of a generic trait of Leos, is to want to be just the life of the party, the center of attention. So that's why I get two different things from that, because not all Leos are the same, and it's just a general thing. So let's go over this briefly in review. For the last month, I see a lot of you were being creative, you were being loving, you're in charge of your emotions. Not to say you didn't have negative emotions, but you handled them maturely and wisely, so that was good. But then you're moving into a time here of exchange and monetary exchange, and some of you are giving, some of you are taking, and it's not a negative thing. Just know that you're either supported or you're the one being supported, and both of those things are beautiful, positive things to think about. Moving into May, just be careful with your ego thoughts. Don't let them get the best of you. Don't let the I can'ts take over your life. And just be positive and focus on positivity so that your reality will reflect it. What to hold on to is friendships. Don't go making enemies. Keep your friends and turn to them for assistance in the month of May, because they're going to be there to help you. Definitely, they're going to be there to support you and lift you up and keep you happy. So definitely focus on friendship if you can. The biggest obstacle, the biggest challenge in the month of May is going to be keeping whatever new thoughts or new ideas or new swords represents ideas or words. So whatever new idea comes to you, make sure that you're using it in a positive way, and you're not using it to the detriment of others. What to let go of is the ego battles. You don't have to prove how awesome you are all the time, okay? You're awesome. Show people, don't tell people. So, whenever you get into these verbal discussions or arguments, kind of dial it back a little bit and realize that you don't have to prove that you're the best at all the time. Okay, the people around you are going to be ready to try new things, so jump off the cliff with them. Maybe wear a bungee cord, I don't know, just in case. But be ready to jump off the cliff with your friends, because they're going to be ready for some new adventures, and I'm sure they want you to go along with them. You're the Leo, you got to go with them. They need you. And then, of course, the biggest lesson is to embrace the leadership role if you haven't already, or step aside a little bit and allow other people to shine on their own without you overshining. You can't overshadow if you're shining, right? I don't know how it works, to be honest with you. Okay, so that is my general overall reading for Leos in the month of May. Remember, this is a general overall reading, and not everything will apply to everyone. But if you want a special reading just for you, tailored just for you, like I said, go on down to my Etsy shop and you will see that I've got some readings for you, and I'll tap into your specific energy. The link is in the description. Alright guys, that's going to be the video for today. Leave a like if you got something out of it. Put a comment in the comment section if you have something to say. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Happy taroting. Peace.